As you were here last year will remember Boris, who is going to come up and tell us some things about what's going on in America. He's a Russian-born American poet and writer. He immigrated from the former USSR back in 1981. He has his formal education in performing arts and economics. The U.S. Department of Defense has awarded Boris the Department of Defense Combating Terrorism Badge for his contribution to the theory of modern anti-terrorist warfare. He believes that we are at war with the terrorists, just as we are. He believes the truth. And he says that there are some economic things happening in this country that are aiding terrorism, amongst other things. Boris, I'm going to try to do your last name. Tiraspolsky. Boris Tiraspolsky, formerly with the USSR, has seen what's happening here in person over there. Boris, let's have a round of applause for Boris.
I would like to say thank you to organizers of this event who allowed me to talk to everyone here. And I highly appreciate everyone who came because I believe that we have two groups of patriots in this country. One group is talks that they're patriots sitting at their homes and don't go and don't do anything. And another one, the group that I see here, people who would like to get together and try to do something that's very important for our country. And we are in what I call system crisis. System crisis is a crisis when whatever you touch is a problem. We are talking about politics, it's a problem in our country. We're talking about economics, it's again a problem. We're talking about cultural or social things. They are problems. And this country underwent four major crises. One of them, it's 1776, when our founding fathers decided that it's enough to be under the ruling of England and changed the course of the history. The second one was the Civil War. It was a system crisis. Another system crisis was our Great Depression, and now we have the fourth crisis that occurred in 235 years of existence of our nation. This crisis is so bad that never happened before. However, the previous crisis that we had, and especially one that is as bad as ours, is the crisis of 1776, when our founding fathers got together and decided to declare independence and sovereignty of our country. They wrote the Declaration of Independence, which everybody, of course, knows, but it would have been just a simple document if they never wrote the last paragraph. And the last paragraph is, for the support of this declaration, with a full reliance on the protection of divine providence, we pledge mutually to each other our lives, our fortune, and our sacred honor. And now I'm going to ask some question to everyone here. You don't have to answer, just ask yourself. Do you know what sacred honor means? And the sacred honor is the most important thing that made our country what we are. That is something that allowed, through the system crisis of 1776, our fathers to develop the country that is still the best country in the world. So that was a system crisis, And because of the sacred honor of our founding fathers, because of their pledge of life and fortune, we have our country. And I thought about that many times, what the sacred honor means. And I found some answers. The sacred honor is something that derives from the very core of Christian beliefs of this nation. It combines both spiritual and practical matters. And the spiritual matter derives from the first book of the Bible, from the part where the Creator created a man in his image and likeness. That is sacred, which is an integral part of every man. And as long as we understand that our founding fathers were people who cherished that nature, that source of their existence and source of their nobility. You have to understand that when we're talking about honor and things like this today, it's a little bit vague for people. For our founding fathers, it was so important because they were noble people who pledged their allegiance to the King of England. And they decided to break that pledge for much greater independence and sovereignty of the country that they established, and they pledged their life and fortune. So the main thing that we have in our history is the pledge of sacred honor, life, and fortune. And the difference between patriots that sitting in their houses and complain all the time, and those patriots that go, unite, and try to do something to resolve our major system crisis, our political crisis, our economic crisis, our social crisis and cultural crisis. These people, they are patriots and people of sacred honor. I appreciate everyone who came here, and I would like to tell you that if you, with every thought, every word, and every action of yours, will follow that incredible nature that was given us to our Creator, to be in His image and His likeness, we are going to overcome this system crisis and become again the country that is incomparable with anything that was before and has been before on this world. Thank you very much.
I would really like to get Boris into a closed room with no way out for 15 minutes with Barack Obama, and let Barack Obama explain what he is doing to the United States and why, and let Boris respond. I think it would be interesting. I'm going to work on that, Boris.
You want to respond?
No, not now.
I can tell you. I can tell you immediately what my response will be. Let's clean the White House.
Make